Before you buy your next property in Houston, Texas, you need to watch this. Right now, there are several neighborhoods in the greater Houston area where you could lose up to $100,000 in equity over the next couple of years. And on the flip side, there are also neighborhoods where you could multiply your monthly cash flow overnight. So if you're a buyer or an investor, picking the wrong Houston neighborhood is the single most expensive mistakes you can make in your investment or in your home buying career. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain and I'm discussing with you 6 areas and neighborhoods that you can invest in and also the worst one to run away from this year and beyond. And I rank this neighborhood based on the high cash flow you can generate from them, the neighborhood growth, and based on my local knowledge, data, and personal experience after working with over 400 new and experienced investors. And trust me, these are investment sweet spots you will never find on Zillow or Redfin. If you're meeting me for the first time, I'm Wale Lawal, a Texas-based real estate broker and a rental property investor based in Houston, Texas. I've helped over 400 buyers and sellers and investors to build wealth through real estate across Texas. And I've done this across multiple buyer experience level. Talk about people that are buying their first duplex, somebody that is house hacking, or a serious portfolio builder that have owned up to 100 units. And based on all this, my experience, here is what I've learned. I've learned that in Houston, smart investors don't just chase the neighborhood hype, they chase the real cash flow, the demand, and the development that is going on in that area. So here is the game plan and what you will get from this video. Number one is we'll start with what's really driving the cash flow in the Houston, Texas right now. Then I will rank the 6 specific areas, the one I will buy myself and the one I will totally avoid. And finally, I will show you what to do next to position yourself before the next wave of buyers hits. So what is driving the high cash flow in Houston, Texas real estate? In Houston, high cash flow comes down to 3 major factors. The number one is affordability plus strong rent demand. You will need the purchase price to be low enough for it to cover your entire mortgage and also leave you with some cash flow. The number 2 is the job and population growth. More people moving into an area means more tenants and higher demand for your property, and which also translates to you can now charge higher rent because there's more people that also want your house. The number 3 factor that is driving higher cash flow in the Houston area is the infrastructure plus land value. As you already know, appreciation follows new road, new school, amenities, and employers. So if a neighborhood eats all these 3 factors I just discussed, you absolutely win. That means you have a good property at your hand and you should go for it. But if you miss 1 or 2 of these, I will really be careful and rethink about the purchase. So here are my top picks when it comes to high cash flowing neighborhood or suburbs that you can buy your rental property. I'm talking about your Katy, Cypress, Pearland, and Spring, Texas, because they combine affordability, they combine great schools, steady jobs, and employers are moving their headquarters to these cities. More importantly, they offer consistent rental demand, low vacancy, and long-term appreciation for smart investors. Builders are still very active in these suburbs I just mentioned, but yet rent are still very, very strong, and all thanks to the family-driven demand for this suburb. These suburbs are the classic buy where people want to live long-term kind of play. The next part of Houston neighborhood to buy a cash-flowing rental property is what I call the revitalized urban neighborhood, like your Heights, Montrose, and your East Downtown. And yes, prices here are a little bit higher than normal, but tenant quality, rent stability, and walkability to everything Houston has to offer makes it a great option for smart buyers. And the prices are justified because you will attract professionals that are willing to pay premium to rent for locations and lifestyle. So if you are okay with a little bit of a smaller margin right now, but you are in for a long term and you want a big appreciation later, these are the kind of Houston neighborhood I will be buying right now. The third one is the emerging hedge. I'm talking about Lake Conroe, your Full Share, and your Manville, Texas. These are early growth markets with new infrastructure and affordable entry point for a lot of buyers and investors. The investors I've helped in this place are getting high rent to price ratio, and they are also getting appreciation as development expand in this area. And let me tell you, this is where Houston is quietly pushing outwards, and early buyers, early investors are always win on a long term. Alright guys, I'm currently building a national community of like-minded investors that are helping each other to build wealth through real estate the right way. So I invite you to join the community. You'll find the link to the community in the video description below. See you there. Now let's flip it to areas you should avoid, especially if you are new to real estate or you are a new buyer or investor. One area I will avoid is the Houston ultra luxury zone like your River Oaks and Memorial. When it comes to rental property investing, of course you can buy it and live there, but if it comes to rental property investing, the spread are just not enough to cover your mortgage and still leave you with cash flow. Now, I'm talking about long-term rental here. If you're doing a short-term rental, you might be able to successfully do Airbnb or VRBO with a short-term stay, provided you are a good host. Now, these neighborhoods are very prestigious, but they kill your return faster on a long-term basis because the rents don't match the prices. Appreciation is slower when the market is cool down as well. So if your goal is to cash flow and growth, prestige won't pay the bill for you. So you want to focus on the area with a higher rental demand and low purchase price. I will also avoid the suburbs where schools and jobs are going down. Now, here is the catch. Those neighborhoods where jobs and schools are going down, those homes will look really affordable, but they come with a higher maintenance, lower rent, and slower resale when it comes to the time you want to sell your house. So I will really watch out. Anytime you see a building permit and population growth flat, it means your profit and your return on investment will also be flat. So I would definitely avoid those areas. And I'm talking about cities like your Pasadena because of older homes. Also, your Greens Point area has a lot of crime rates that doesn't just look right with me. Now, finally, I will stay away from area with weak rental demand or environmental risk. I'm talking about places that have flood issue, because if it's flood frequently or sits very close to an industrial zone or it has a weird layout, I would definitely walk away from that neighborhood or that property. Now, you have to be careful here. Low purchase price doesn't mean the price is good. They usually signal problem, and this is why it's very important to work with an experienced investor agent to help you uncover what you might not be aware of. Typically, this home will have a higher insurance cost. You attract bad tenant that will damage your property, and even when you want to sell the property to exit, you're going to be selling it at a loss. So here is a quick recap of this video. You want to buy in a best zone that you can buy in. Katy, Cypress, Pearland, Spring, Heights, Montrose, and Edo are the best to buy in if you're looking to grow faster. I will also consider area like your Conroe, Manville, and Fulshire. I will avoid the overpriced luxury homes, aging suburbs, and high-risk flood zones. So if you buy where cash flow and growth are overlapping, you will build wealth safely and faster. And if you're serious about buying your first or your next property with confidence, I invite you to book a call on my calendar. You will find the link to my calendar in the video description below. Myself and my team will walk you through the exact playbook to follow so that you can buy the right property, build wealth faster, and have your peace of mind. So now that you know where to buy your property when it comes to the Houston, Texas area, I want you to watch this next video here where I walk you through why Texas new homes are now cheaper than older homes. I put a lot of value in the video. I show you exactly how builders are creating instant equity for smart buyers like you and how you can position yourself to grab all those opportunities before it's too late. Trust me, you'll find a lot of value there. Click here to watch the video and I will see you in the video. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because I don't want you to miss my next video. Thank you and I will see you in the video. Peace.